Welcome everybody to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is our reaction to every single Black Clover ending as voted for on our Patreon. You can go to our Patreon to get the uncut for this opening, or for this ending reaction, and for all of our other opening reactions. All of our patrons, even our lowest tiers, get this uncut. It's gonna have cuts and everything. I thought I'd mention that at the start for a change. But yeah.
Also, that's where we get our choices for this. They're voted for by our patrons. Mm-hmm. Just in case you're wondering, you can leave suggestions down below, but the final choice is by our patrons.
Yeah, so our original Black Clover opening reaction was like a big hit. It's our biggest video ever that we've ever made. And we would have done this sooner, but we like to leave like the choice to our patrons because that's like what they're paying for. But yeah, so I went into the first opening reaction with like a pretty low opinion of what everything that was going on. A lot of people were confused by that, but I was going off of like the information that I got from the beginning of the series when like I think it's fair to say like a lot of people don't really like the beginning of at least the anime. Like that's what I've seen. So I don't know. But so I guess I was going in a little bit biased. I definitely was going in a little bit biased. Now I definitely have a higher opinion of the show. You came out wanting to like full on watch the show.
Yeah.
I guess we're just gonna get right into this. I'm excited. There's way fewer endings than I thought there were gonna be. So, but yeah, you can go check out our opening reaction for Black Clover. Anything you want to say before we get into it? We can just jump right in, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can jump right in.
Let's go. Black Clover endings. Ending 1. Higher quality than I would have thought for like the first of a brand new series.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was an opening, like one of the later openings looked a lot like this, and it was like going flashback.
Mm-hmm. The song for this is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there was one of the later openings uses the same exact style as like oh, this is where we were before type thing, or like this is how things used to be, and they go back to like this style. So that's really cool. I wonder if they're actually connected or if it's just like a similar stylization, but that's really cool.
That was a really solid ending.
That was a nice solid first
ending. I wonder if all the endings are just going to be like all the openings just got better and better, and I wonder if it
wasn't as consistent as like Gintama, but it was like obviously way higher quality than most series, especially with that many openings. But yeah, I think we're in for a bit of a treat because that was really good, and if they keep getting better than that, then I'll be happy.
Yeah, I liked that they kept it really simple, but it was still like interesting, because like I don't know, endings are like way different than openings in terms of like what makes a good ending. I feel like, because like you can just have like basically a slideshow and it can still be a good ending. Yeah. But something like this is really interesting because it's like they don't really focus on the backgrounds. They just have like really like simple design of like two of the main characters, and then they're just like interacting like really basically, but it's really beautiful and really nice.
Alrighty, let's get into the next one. OP. I'm so used to it. Is this the first ending? Yeah, this is the first ending
full
reaction.
Ending reaction we've done.
Alrighty, let's go. Ending 2. Introducing, what is her, Noelle? Is that her name? Everyone got pissed off that I compared her to Sakura. Everyone got so fucking mad. studio touch. Oh, this must have been, like, outsourced. This ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think there was, like, the studio touch was, like, the animation studio for the ending. I could be wrong. And it was all, like, Chinese names or maybe Korean. Still don't know the deal with that fucking bird.
It's kind of creepy, but kind of cute at the same time.
I still don't know what the deal with that skull is. I predicted before that it was like the symbol that they all have, because the symbol has like horns in a similar way, and like maybe that's like it's like an ancient beast or something. Like I don't know. I was just spitballing before and going off what I was seeing, but I still like it seems really significant. It's featured in like a bunch of different shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was definitely a different feel than the first one. Like.
Yeah.
Very different.
It's the first. Well, it's hard to say because they both feel like sort of the feeling that we got from the openings. It's still they both kind of feel in line with it, but this feels like I forget. There's one opening that's like that, or maybe it's like the Guess Who Is Back. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was opening 4. Yeah, it gave me similar vibes to that, even though this is obviously way earlier. I wonder. So coming up next is Black Rover, which is like the first really epic fucking incredible opening. I wonder if the ending is gonna match that. I'm kind of excited, but I don't want to hype it up too much because it'll be a good yeah, I've liked the 2 so far. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm kind of getting my hopes up even though I don't want to because I just want to enjoy it, but yeah. What'd you think of that one?
I thought it was good. It was different. I think I liked the first one more. Just my personal taste of endings, but also since I'm not watching the show, I don't know if like a really like hype and intense ending might have been really good for that point in the story. I tend to like a slightly more chill ending, or if not like not necessarily like super chill,
but not like a hardcore like metal type shit. Just not like that. Like that wasn't
that wasn't that too crazy, but definitely crazier than the first one. And I just kind of like kind of mellow, but still like really like powerful and good. Like,
are you thinking of Attack on Titan ending 1 that we watched recently?
Kind of. I don't know. Attack on Titan ending 1. What?
It was the Mikasa.
Yeah. Even like Tokyo Ghoul endings as well. They're like
super chill.
They're like really chill, but really intense at the same time. Yeah, I don't know, but these ones have been good.
Yeah, I'm also good for like a hardcore ending as well. Like you haven't seen it, but Death Note ending 2 is a song that I still listen to, but it's like super fucking hardcore and crazy. Anyway, all right, we're getting into ending number 3. Let's go. good.
That one was really good.
I really like that one.
Yeah, see, that one's like, I don't know. That one's like chill, but like not like you're chilling
Boring.
out. Not boring, but it's like not getting you hyped up, but it's like it's sort of like times are tough right now, but there's still a bit of hope mixed in there as like some of the vibes that I get from like that song.
The lyric that was kept being repeated was ganbatte, which is like do your best or you can do it or whatever. Yeah. So that's like just kind of repeating that over and over kind of makes sense. So it does like give off that. So it's good that like the lyrics, like obviously there's more to that song than just that, but like the lyrics sort of reflect that as well. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that one. That was really, really nice. I wonder if they're gonna like pick up the tempo in the next one, or if we're gonna get some more chill ones like that. That'd be cool. I'm good with either. Let's see.
Yeah.
Ending 4. Let's go. Looks like another chill one. Another girl ending. Sprinkled in there. Some super cliche English lyrics. Is it just me, or are the girls in this series drawn way more realistically than the guys? Look at that ear.
A lot of detail going on. I like how they're all in school uniforms, but I don't quite understand why.
There are Shippuden endings that are kind of like that too. This is the true girl ending.
Yeah.
I like it.
The little bird keychain, did you see that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the next one's gonna be a banger, I can tell already. That was good.
Really good.
That was good. Yeah, these endings are super consistent. One thing, I don't know, this is a problem that I think Fairy Tail is often criticized for having. I don't know, because I haven't seen Fairy Tail, but we watched the openings, and I can kind of see what they're talking about. But like people talk about how the girls are all look the exact same, but just with different hair and eye color, and like we kind of saw that in the openings. But like in this, it seemed like if it was all black and white and their hair was all down and not styled, I'm not sure if I could tell them apart.
For the girls,
just for the last opening, or for the last ending. Yeah, I don't know. Did you get that as well? Like all their faces. I kind of want to go back just real quick and look at them in like that. I really noticed it when they were all side by side looking at the sunset. But like their faces are all the exact same. I don't want to hate on the show.
It might just be for this ending as well.
Yeah, that's
because they're all they're all at the exact same angle,
yeah.
have the exact. It literally looks. It actually not. This is not hating on the show. This is just hating on this is not.
It's
even
not
hating.
even hate. It's just
it's
noticing
just funny.
a detail.
It's just funny. They all have the exact same face. It looks like they put the same eyes and nose on like each of the girls, slightly like enlarged or like made them smaller, and then put the same mouth on.
It's definitely
all of them.
like. They're all drawn individually. Like, you can tell, especially if you can tell by the shape of their nose. But, like, I feel like if you just, like, went into Photoshop and cut out their faces and pasted it on someone else, made it all grayscale, you wouldn't be able to tell a fucking difference. That'd be fun. That'd be funny to, like, test out. Anyway, okay. Yeah, but it was good, and I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking the show for that, obviously. I'm sure, like, they look differently, and it's also they're in different outfits as well. They must. I wonder if they're all from different like factions.
Maybe
because they're all wearing different. I don't know if you know. I just noticed this when we went to look back, but they're all like wearing different sort of schemes. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
I think before they were wearing like a similar one.
Well, she has like that little sun thing that like
and then she has the like.
She has the
That,
so
that
I think that they're all from the different color schemes. Are all from the different factions. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go. Ending was this 5? Jammer already. This is around the time where we like said during the openings when the show seemed to find its legs, like its own sort of personality, and like really found its own groove. Am I the only one who's seeing like a Bleach influence here, like especially in this? I think I heard that there was some sort of influence there for show-wise, but like. Faith, hope, devil, love, good luck. All the English words, the English text looks so cool. I wonder if that's when they graduated, like, from an academy of some sort, because they're like, they have their books, and they're like fist bumping at the end of something. Just a guess. Jesus.
That one could have been an opening for like
yeah, it could have been like a shitty opening. But like in
For,
Black Clover, it would have been a shit opening.
What I was saying is like if this had been like if the openings weren't all like god tier openings,
exactly. Yeah.
It could have been an opening.
That's what I was saying too. I'm not saying this is a shit ending.
It's a really good ending.
It's a good ending, but if among Black Clover openings, it would be like ranked probably at the bottom. But yeah.
But amongst, like, I don't know, there's, like, always, like, the thing of, like, the opening that could be an ending. I feel like...
We said that in Tokyo Ghoul as well. Or you said that, but I agree.
Or, no, the ending that could be an opening. There's, like, in Full Metal Alchemist, I forget which one it is.
The ending that could be an opening?
Yeah.
Full Metal, which,
I think it was Brotherhood.
Brotherhood?
Maybe not, I can't remember.
Yes, it is Brotherhood. It's the, fuck, what is it? It's like the it's the when it's going through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I spilled my coffee. But yeah, we talked about that. We were going to... Did we do that? We did that video.
We did that video, but we...
We might release that maybe for Patreon, but we're going to have to redo that video at some point.
Yeah, it's been long enough, and it's going to be longer before we do it, that it will be, like, time for, like, a refresh.
Full Metal Alchemist.
It was, like, the second video we did.
We recorded Full Metal Alchemist,
trash.
like, endings.
Because
like,
we were
reaction.
like...
Oh, by the way, you can go check it out. If you want to see our first video we ever recorded... It's pretty bad, but we put a lot of effort into it. It's our Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist 2003 and Brotherhood openings, like, showdown, where we ranked each series openings against each other. And, like, at the end of it had a list.
Yeah, we had, like, a list of like, our...
Super complicated
We,
list.
like, literally went back and forth, like, a million times, like, changing the list. We spent
an 40 minutes, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Just writing things down. I know we're getting a little off track, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. Go check out our first video if you want to check that out. But maybe we'll release that at some point.
Maybe.
Okay, we're moving on. Okay, it's way less dour than I thought. This guy seems like a very Bleach design. You gotta have a cute girl in the endings. You gotta have a cute girl in the endings. Every time. Is that mouth upside down? I can't.
Okay.
My Song, My Days. I love when they do the English, like, titles or, like, phrases that make no fucking sense. this must be like, that must be, oh no, I was gonna say he's like the villain of the arc that like
Yeah.
turns good, but I can't tell. That was a, oh shit. Oh my god, here we go. This last screen is a very berserk.
I was actually gonna say that. I was like,
I didn't want to keep comparing everything to either Berserk or Naruto.
or now Bleach apparently.
Well, whatever. But I do Naruto like every fucking reaction we ever do. It should be a meme at this point that I just compare everything to Naruto. But this or Berserk. But like this is a very Berserk symbol of like the
massive sword.
Giant store amidst a forest. Like, I don't know, just very like a weapon of war in like a really tranquil setting.
You just put the Guts theme like over this image.
You could put the Guts theme over this image and it would work perfectly. Like, put some particle effects. I might actually do that.
Yeah, do it. Do it. That'd be so funny.
That'd be epic.
So long as I have my sword to fight with, I'm sure to survive. Year after year, I prove it to be true. Before joining the Hawks, I always survived. No matter the odds, no matter how hopeless a losing battle. This time was no different. In truth, I don't believe that's any way to live one's life.
Okay, yeah, that was good. Probably my least favorite so far.
I think as well my least favorite. I don't know what was up with that like mouth shot. That was kind of weird.
They did it for too many words. I forget what it was, but it's like, oh, it must. I'm thinking of literally thinking of a ship in an ending where it zooms in on like Sakura's lips and she's like, it's like the lyrics of the song is just like for you, and she says that, and then it like goes back and it's like a slideshow or whatever. Like you can do it, you can pull it off if it's like 2 words, but if you try to say like a whole 2 lines of lyric, then it's like. It gets confused because it is like, and I think this was outsourced as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I saw some like, I think it's more common than I think, than I would think, but to like outsource endings. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was okay.
That was okay. I'm excited to see the next one. I saw like a fucking Dakimakura body pillow of Asta there. I like the song. I would listen to this song.
Mm-hmm.
But they're drawn like so sexy in the face. Like ooh. I really like that.
It's really cool.
Just titties and thigh. Oh, okay. They really like softened the blow there with that kick.
I really like the colorful background.
I love it. I love the watercolor
really cool.
style. I'm a huge fan of fucking watercolor shit in anime. What is up with this? Oh, I love it. I really like it. I really like that one, but they were so going way too hard on like the sexily drawn like expressions and like the like type shit. Like they were doing that every time, every opportunity. And then they had, what was her name, Noelle? I think it was her. For like 1 second, but it was just like it was her. They had like the sort of stills of her.
It looked so cool.
And then it was their faces, I think, if I have it correct.
No, it was just her face.
It was her face, but then it cuts right to her boobs. Just her tits. And then immediately to her skirt and thighs with like the little bit, like the little crease there. Very subtle, but excellent, but very subtle. But just like they were like going a little bit too hard with the.
It was beautiful though.
It was beautiful. It was really really nice. I love the art style. But I just couldn't help but laugh when they just kept like overdoing it with like the sexy expressions and like the steamy look to everything. Yeah. What do you think of that one?
I liked it. I liked the style. I mean, sometimes I'm not a fan of when a show does like a different style for their endings, but this was just like a really beautiful thing. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And I loved how like the people weren't necessarily colored. Like the characters were like really like high quality sketches, like pencil drawings, and then the backgrounds were like, it was almost like watercolor, but it's like not quite. It's almost like oil pastel or something, where it like it has like a similar
smear,
like a smeared look, but it doesn't like catch all the grains of the paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like the look. I would have preferred if they just went actually with the style they were going for, but it instead looks like they put a filter on drawings. Like you see how like the light is kind of like bleeding it. Like, it doesn't look like they authentically, and I mean, whatever. It looks good. They pulled off the look they were going for, but I think if they went the extra mile, they could have taken the ending to the next level. If they did, like, actually, like, it's still digital, and they put the filter on it, but if they did the actual medium of, like, whatever they were going for, watercolor or oil pastel, or whatever it is, it looks beautiful. The colors, especially towards the beginning when it was all the different characters and everything, or like the three main characters. Yeah, it was great. Visually, it was really good, and it like, I'm memeing on the sort of sexy expressions, but it is like beautiful. Like it is very sharp and like nice, and it looks really cool. Like
yeah,
you know.
it looks really high quality.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay, next one. This is exactly the shit that I used to listen to, like skateboarding at night. Never mind.
Not quite.
Almost. Black Eyed Peas. Black Eyed Japanese. I like this. Were swords always different sizes? I don't think we ever saw that in the opening, where like he had two swords, but oh shit, I don't remember them being like two different sizes.
That was probably my least favorite song. I think.
Maybe.
Not a huge fan of that.
I'm not. I don't know. It's just because I don't understand. If I knew the language better, I would appreciate Japanese rap more. And there are times where I can appreciate it. But it being a lyrical medium, like rap and hip hop, I can't. I can't fully appreciate it because it's about the wordplay. So like I can't enjoy stuff like that as much as like just singing or like I don't know. So. Yeah, it's more difficult for me to enjoy a song like that, but I really did love the instrumental of that. And the singing...
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
The female voice was good, but I would have just liked if they did an electronic song. Like, if they just had the electronics, like, just the instrumental, that I think I would have liked it more. But it was good.
It was good. I liked the visuals for it. I liked all, like, the black and red. Mm-hmm. That was very
I feel like it was also... The visuals were just a little bit too simple. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a little bit too... Like, it had animation, but there wasn't, like, a story in this one, you know? Like, in some of them, there's a story. Like, the first one especially, it was, like... And it connects itself. it can either connect itself to like the main story by like showing kind of the dynamics of what's going on, or it can like tell a specific thing from the past or whatever. This one didn't really do that. It might have been like telling about like what's like him fighting, but I can't tell if that's him fighting, because I obviously haven't seen the show. I can't tell if that's him fighting like the big fight of this part of the arc or whatever, or if it's just showing him off being kind of a badass. But that's what I really appreciate in the ending, if it either like tells a story on its own or like really connects itself to like the heart of what is going on in the story. But yeah, maybe it does that, but I can't tell just from watching that.
I liked it. I don't know. It's kind of cool.
I loved the equalizer, the lightning bolts or whatever going across.
That was really cool.
That was cool as shit. I like the color. It was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one. I need to skip here. I haven't been counting. Wait, how much time we got left? That will be. Yeah, I can't tell if this is probably like 9 or something. Then this next one. I mean, I'm waiting till we get to 10, because 10 was like the last. Was like the epic one. Oh, that's his anti-magic demon. I really like the girl with the pink hair and like the witch's hat. I still love her design. There's a lot more characters in their like little group than I remember.
Really?
Yeah, I guess I just forgot.
I like that one.
That one's really simple. That one is less like about, oh, look at this crazy song and this cool animation. It's more about like what he's feeling, which is pretty cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Have anything to say about that one?
I don't know, I don't know, the art style like almost looks like I don't want to like diss it, because I can't draw whatsoever. But it's like, it's not like polished or like super sharp or super detailed. It looks like someone just
like
drew.
pencil
Yeah, I was just gonna say pencil and pencil crayon.
I don't know when this came out, but Mob Psycho 100 really popularized like this technique. It's not new, but they used it in Mob Psycho 100 because it deals with like ghosts and stuff like that. It's all like psychic shit. Where like it's the way they do it is like oil paint on like glass, and they smear it around.
Oh, really?
And then like take his picture and then smear it around some more and like create this moving shape with this like really
cool.
crazy. It seems like they're trying to go for that kind of aesthetic, but again, it does seem like, well, I can't tell actually if it is.
It looks like a bit more like marker than
This. It seems like, and I could be wrong, it seems kind of like they did use a real medium like marker or whatever, but it seems like they drew the outlines and stuff like that, and then colored it in like each frame or each couple frames or whatever, and repeated it that way. I can't tell. That might have been what they did, but it looks really cool. I like what I want to talk about as far as like some story that I could pick out of this was, obviously, he's in like this black void. It's like a very reflective, and then he's like thinking of all these people, and then he thinks of himself, and then he thinks of like the demon that's inside of him, which is apparently like his anti-magic thing. That's like what prevents him from doing magic, and why he needs to like use a sword. So like, his demon, and it's like obviously that's shit, he can't do magic and he's not like everyone else, then it turns into a sword, and then he grabs it because that's like it's both his handicap and what allows him to like excel, you know, Like it's that's something that's very similar to Naruto and like many other things where like the thing that holds you back is also the thing that like you need to sort of grab onto and use as a weapon and like use to sort of make your way. It's really common, like hero's journey, shonen trope type shit that's like super ancient. It's like it's a really ancient idea, but it always works because it's super relatable to like everyone. Yeah,
I really like that one.
I like that one too. Okay, next one. I think this might be 10. I could be wrong. It might be the one after. Oh no, I think this next one is going to be, I think, number 10, which will be matched up with Black Catcher, which was
our favorite.
The best opening by like a landslide. Fucking that Black Clover opening 10 is so good. Oh shit, the quality. See those particle effects? And this is like the character that's sort of the focal point of this part of the arc. She's also featured in the opening really prominently. Hourglass. Who's she waiting for? What happens at the end of the hourglass?
I really love the like black and red
I love it.
effect.
And I love like the little shimmer, like the refraction in the hourglass. I love that. Ooh, look at that lighting effect. Oh, it's so good. Ooh. There's like mer people. They came through at this part of the story.
So good.
Holy shit. The quality! Oh my god! That was
really good.
That was great. That's my favorite so far.
That one's another one that could have been an opening. I feel
Have we
like.
ever watched the show? That I imagine that part, like this fucking block of whatever 25 episodes or whatever it is, must be so good because they fucking they put everything into this part of the story. God damn, that was great. The opening, like imagine like okay, new arc. You get that opening, and then at the end of the episode, you get this ending. Imagine what's in between. Like you just know that they really pulled out all the stops for this part. That was fucking great.
So incredible.
And it was so, like, it went by so fast, and there wasn't that much going on, but everything that was happening was so engaging. It had the letterbox, and it was, like, very tight, like, if you were filming in real life, it would be, like, a really tight lens, like, really sort of zoomed in, to give everything, like, kind of a flat feel, and also, like, a really nice depth of field, but it's not, like, too crazy where you can't see anything else that's going on. You still have a really good sense of place. Like, they didn't make everything so blurry that you're like, oh, wow, everything is so, like, it has a really good, like, cool effect or whatever, and the lights are really nice, but I have no idea where I am. Like, they struck a really good balance there. The frame rate was spot on. It didn't feel too choppy, and it didn't feel, like, too weirdly flowy, like it's rotoscoped or anything. Yeah, that was really good. That was really nice.
I want to watch it again.
We can if you really want.
Yeah, let's watch it again.
You want to watch it again? Okay. Here we go. And the hourglass. It's it seems like it's counting down. Like it's like, oh, you're waiting. And then it flips and it's like, yeah.
And it's like, do what you want.
Yeah. It seems like it's waiting for something to end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like passing time until something is over, and then it flips over and it's like, now you get to spend time doing what you want. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. Obviously, we don't know with the characters.
It's like sort of the whole thing of her being like, almost like, I mean, I don't know. Which it's like the Rapunzel type thing of like being like locked in like a brick room high up.
And like the room's not very busy, you know? Like it's not sparse. It feels like she lives there, but it doesn't feel like they didn't try to like over clutter it.
Yeah.
the god rays, the fucking light beams are so great. And they aren't afraid. Okay, I'll talk about this in a second.
It's just so good.
Yes. I love what they did with the lighting. When she's looking up at the clouds, you can tell this is a super genius detail that ReZero really fucked up on in their last episode of season 1. When it was like it's a good technique to not be afraid to like overexpose shit, and especially if you're working in animation, because like a lot of what you're thinking of, at least like this is just stuff I've noticed and stuff that I've heard animators talk about. Animation, a lot of times, to like make it feel sort of real and make you feel really present, they emulate like cinematic techniques for cameras and movies.
Yeah.
So, camera shake, or like the way a camera, like you turn if you're like in a perspective thing in animation, they make it turn like you would see it turn in a movie if someone was holding a camera, because it sort of taps into your like preconceptions of like what cinema is. And it feels way more natural because you've seen it before. This is a similar thing where they overexpose the shit out of the clouds where the sun is coming from. They could have made it look really picturesque and perfect, but instead they made it look like shit in that spot where it's super bright to emulate like a camera to make it seem more real. And that's the kind of thing that like takes some next level thinking. But sometimes they go too far, where like in ReZero episode 25, it's this really beautiful scene, and it's like this conclusive moment. I won't spoil it, but like two characters are looking in each other's eyes and like talking really candidly and everything, and it's a really beautiful moment, and they're trying to make it seem like angelic and bright, but you just can hardly see anything because it's so bright and blown out. So they went a little too far with it, but this is really good because they made everything look so natural by making it look like you were looking through an artificial camera and lens. Like, they take it a step further. Rather than making it look like you were there in real life where you'd be able to see everything perfectly, they make it look really cinematic by emulating how it would look in a camera. So that's really fucking cool. I love it when you can pick up stuff like that. One more connection to that is when in Kaguya, when they're doing the Snapchat filters.
Yeah.
They're like doing the dog and the dog like nose and ears filter on like their phone, and when the character like turns their head in the app, like on the camera in the app, it like the effect like follows it like it would follow you in real life, like slightly delayed.
Slower, yeah.
So like making it look slightly shittier to emulate how things look in other mediums or look in real, like rather than making it look super realistic, it makes it look way more cinematic and feel more real. Because it's like it feels like it's being captured like real actors. So that's really cool. I love it. That's the kind of shit that sets stuff apart from just like good animation. Is like that's what sets good art apart from like So I love that. I love that so much. I'm sorry I went on such a huge rant, but it's worth talking about because not a lot of people think about that. And like, why does this look so good? Anyway, do you have anything you want to say before we move on to the next one? Since you wanted to watch it again.
I don't know. I just really like it. I really want to like.
You just want to watch.
I just want to watch this story.
Yeah.
Like not even necessarily anything else that's going on in the show at this point. Like. Yeah. I don't know.
I know what you mean. It's like how everyone wants us to speed through. Like I'm not comparing this to Naruto, but like everyone wants us to speed through Naruto to get to Shippuden because there's some crazy moments that happen in Shippuden. But like, it's about the whole journey. That's what makes it worth it when you get to stuff like this. That's obviously really high quality and good. Is you have to get through the not so great stuff or just the stuff that's good but not really what you are looking for necessarily. To get to the stuff that you are looking for, because then it really brings it to the next height. Yeah, that's the strength of long-running shows.
It just looks so good.
It looks really good.
I don't even know what else to say. It just looks like such a compelling. I just felt like I just like saw a whole movie in this like little ending.
Minute and a half little clip here. Alrighty, we're moving on to the next one. That was enough time on this one. Really nice, solid, beautiful, super well executed. Okay, this is the last one. You said you didn't like other styles? I have a feeling you're not gonna like this one. This feels like a Western children's book.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who she is. Okay. Are those rabbits? He's like animating this mud pile of like another creature, and these things are responding to it. Or she, excuse me. Oh, she's up there.
It sort of reminds me of like a video game.
Yeah. This seems like a 2D platformer. That was okay.
Not bad.
One like sin that I have to point out. I noticed it especially here with these characters. You probably can't tell in like the small, tiny like version of this that's in this video, but the resolution of the background and the resolution of the characters is not the same, so the characters look weirdly high detail compared to, like, especially if you look at this girl with the pink hair and this light and like how blurry the sort of light effect around it looks compared to the pixel density of her as even just her in the chair. If you look at the details of like around her chest area and like her cleavage and like the line there and the sort of the pixelization of the chair, it's not the same resolution, so it looks like she's out of place, even though they're supposed to look really just a part of what's going on.
I mean, maybe they were going for that potentially, because I think that's what reminds me of like a video game, like a 2D video game, because like the character, even though they're like two-dimensional, they're like higher quality, and then the background is kind of just like the background.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's like they look separated without like having to give them any like shadow or anything.
Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it was on purpose, but it really, in some places, it is kind of jarring, and it does look kind of weird. There's another one here. Sorry. Yeah, in this area as well. I was just looking at this person that's like animating, that's like taking the attention of these bunnies, and then the bunnies themselves are very sort of rough looking, but then you look at the character and the way the light is on this person's hair and everything. It's possibly on purpose, but it is sort of really noticeable. It makes them separate. If they were going to like trying to make them separate, that's something completely different, but maybe it's just something I noticed rather than an actual sin, I suppose. But I didn't like that one as much as the last one. The last one was fucking incredible.
The last one was the best one of all for me.
Yeah, but these were all solid endings. There were a couple where they weren't, I'd say as like, you know, comparing it to the openings, I'd say there was a very consistent level of quality. Like, you know, most of the openings were really, really fantastic. Most of the endings were really, really fantastic endings. Some of them weren't as good as like fantastic, but were still really solid, and that's kind of what we got out of the endings and as well as the openings. So yeah, liked that a lot. I was gonna talk. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm glad we finally got to watch these.
Yeah, thanks patrons for voting for Black Clover endings. You can go to our Patreon right now if you want to go check that out to vote on the next OPED reaction. We got polls going pretty much all the time of what you can vote for there. Available to our $2 tiers and up. Polls and OP stuff is all tiers, so including our smallest tier. So you can go check that out if you're interested. Patreon.com/Bullcast. But
I was just gonna say, I don't know, like they played around a lot with sort of the style of the endings. Like it wasn't just sort of the same thing every time, and like that can be really hit or miss. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they were like the only time that it like actually like fully there was like. I feel like the two like main misses for me were the one with like the red like lines. Mm-hmm. That one, the reason that I didn't like that one as much visually I really loved like the red lines and just like his face on the side. That was really cool. But then it just went to like full on like from the show style of art, and that was a little bit like that it didn't all stay in the same style. I found that kind of jarring. And then this last one, just like the video game, like I don't know.
I feel like what you really don't like isn't just when they switch the style. I feel like what I've noticed you have a problem with is when they go for a more like childish, simplified story books type thing. That's usually what you usually have a problem with, like in Fullmetal Alchemist or whatever. But like, I don't think you had a problem with the 3D like JoJo openings. We watched those a while ago, like because the openings are for the first 4 are all like CG.
Yeah.
And like really high quality. I don't think you liked those as much as like some of the 2D ones there. But like usually what I've noticed you have a problem with is like the you know, more not hand drawn but like stickers sort of type deal. But not even always, like Toilet Bound Hanako-kun.
I like that.
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
And I like Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, everyone's different on what they like or don't like or whatever. Yeah. But a lot of these, they're really good. That the opening ending, Jesus.
10?
Ending 10 was just so good. It was just so good. Like I thought opening 10 was good. Ending 10 is even not the song. I still like opening 10 song better than any other song from Black Clover. But the visuals and like the whole like feel of ending 10 is probably my favorite out of like all the openings and the endings.
Really? That's crazy. I still like opening 10 a lot just because they were really courageous and going for less color.
Yeah.
In a show that's like so bright and beautiful color-wise and really expressive. For, you know, to go like black, almost black and white, not entirely, but to wash out all the colors like that was really a bold choice, especially for a really explosive opening like that. Yeah. And it really paid off, so I have a lot of respect for that.
One, yeah, I know it's hard, but I've only seen that once, and I only like want to see it once because I feel like that there's like quite a few spoilers in there.
Yeah.
There might have been a lot of spoilers in the ending, but I don't feel like I don't feel like there's any like huge moment spoilers in that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I really liked them. They were all more on the for the most part. I feel like they were more on the chill side, which I kind of like. Mm-hmm. Like, I liked some of the ones. Was it the third one? That was like Noelle like walking around. Mm-hmm. I really liked that one as well. That one was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, these were all really solid. I really liked them. Fucking great, really consistently good openings and endings from this show. Yeah, I still would like. I'm coming around. I would like to watch this at some point. But for all you guys who are going to say like, watch it. Go start Black Clover. It's really popular. You're gonna love it. You would love the first couple arcs are meh, but once you get into it, it's really good. We know that we know that it would be worth watching. We just don't want to overclog our channel with shonen stuff, and we're already doing Naruto. So we don't want like super long running stuff. I feel like we say that enough, but like some people still don't know. So
or
I guess,
people who are just coming from this video or
so we're not going to be if you want to stick around, we hope you do. But we're not planning on reacting to this show for a decent while, like a decent amount of time. We'll probably do it at some point because we're kind of interested, but we don't have any plans at this moment. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our reaction. These were great. This show seems really cool. Can't wait to watch it someday. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Check out our Patreon if you want to have a say in what we react to next. Yeah, I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. Thank you to all of our patrons.